It's October 17th, 2008, just after 6 p.m. and I'm here in a unique restaurant in Detroit. It's called, what is it called?
Sindbad.
Sindbad, okay, and it's right on the Detroit waterfront. And in front of me is Mark Blanke, one of the 4 co-owners, right, because this is a family-owned business. Hi, nice to meet you, Mark.
Nice to meet you all.
Great, excellent. So please tell me about your family-owned business.
Well, Sindbad started off back in 1949. My uncle was working for Hiram Walker, and he approached my father, which was his brother-in-law, and they asked him to come become partners. So they found this little place in Detroit, and there's some pictures here if you can see them.
Let's have a peek at them.
You know, when my mother first saw them, she had second thoughts of marrying Dad.
Okay. Okay.
But this is really what the restaurant looked like. And the picture above is my father on the right with a tie, and my uncle on the left.
Oh, really?
And
very
if
interesting.
you look at the picture, the front door is approximately in the same location that it is. And then the other picture here, the back door, is this archway, which is over here.
Over here. Let me show you the restaurant.
Halloween pumpkins.
Okay. Great view of the Detroit River right here.
Pumpkins right there.
Yes, right
here. The archway was the back door. As you pan more left, you'll see windows.
Yes.
Now those were originally outdoor windows.
Okay.
The restaurant was rather small. And this is how it started off. It basically was a small little restaurant. It looked more like a house than a restaurant. And it was, I guess it kind of was a speakeasy. It was called Dirty Gertie's.
Dirty what?
Dirty Gertie's.
Dirty Gertie.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know how that was. There was no sign or anything. That's what they called it.
Okay.
Prior to 1949. And my father was a martini guy. My uncle was a Manhattan guy. And the story is they were having martinis and Manhattans when they first purchased the building, and the Sindbad the Sailor movie was still fairly popular at the time. So they thought that being by the river, they called the restaurant Sindbad's, and that's how they came up with the name. Basically, it was just because of a Hollywood movie.
That's great. Good for them.
Yeah. So basically, over the years, they expanded. First, they went out that archway, and they put an outdoor patio. Then they eventually covered the patio and made what they call the room. We still call it the patio.
Yes.
Then as time went on, a few years passed. Then they added what we call the East Room, which is a room that you're actually dining in today.
Yes. Okay.
They added that, and then at another time they actually pushed the wall out here to our right. And they pushed that wall out. One day, my uncle and my dad talked about it. They said, "Listen, why don't we just go right to the property line, push that wall out, and put a few more tables?" And my uncle said, no, he didn't want to spend the money. So my uncle went on vacation, and my dad got his building buddies in there while he was gone, and they added the space, and they had it almost done by the time my uncle got back.
Get out of here! So you guys just did it. That's it.
So he just did it.
Yeah.
Then they pushed the building out a little further one more time, and then that's where the restaurant stayed for quite a while. We seat basically, we have with the bar and all our dining tables on the first floor, we seat approximately 300 people.
It's a large restaurant, yes, absolutely.
Then as time went on, actually, I lost my father to cancer in 1984.
Okay.
And at that time, my brothers and sisters started to come in and work with us here at the restaurant. And then in 1989, I finished what we call the Sohar Room, which is we use for banquets, parties, and special events. And that's the second floor. We have an elevator and dumbwaiters and an actual kitchen. We built a second kitchen for that room so that we could really service it properly.
Excellent.
And we can do banquets and parties. We can do sit-down meals up to 150. We can do cocktail and hors d'oeuvre parties for up to 200.
Great.
Nice outdoor patio, and I'll show that to you in a
Okay,
while.
wonderful. So we'll come back in just a second with all the other areas.
All right.
Thank you, Mark.
Well, thank you.